What up, mama? Uh, hey, kid.
Huh?
You know who Cooking with Kai is?
Yeah.
Well, guess what? Cooking with Perky.
Yeah.
What? Hey, I think it's pretty good. It could have been more original, but sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do, right?
Yeah. Yes.
And don't you say anything out of pocket, because I am sending this video that I'm making to my mother.
Yeah.
All right. So today, I'm making pork chops for you, and I can't with this. Where's that light? Okay, there's that light. I'll turn this one back on a little bit. There we go. It doesn't go that bad. Got that pork chop in the sink right now, seasoning it up. Ooh. Kid, if you correctly guess how many seasonings I got cooking up in this, I'll get you some.
Give me something what?
I don't know, something. Eventually.
Hold up. What is? Wait. Oh.
Hey, no, stay over there.
I'm not looking. 3?
No, sorry.
What? How much?
It was 4.
Bro, I was so close.
Just a tiny bit of salt, really. Not that much, Just sprinkle a tiny bit
Are
on.
you using that Stacy use that new house?
No, there is none here.
Oh.
No, you got the one and only. You see it for seasoning chicken, but you can season it on pork, beef. So I just use a little bit for the pork chops. There we go. Perfect. Then adobo. Adobo is pretty good. We're gonna sprinkle quite a bit of that, since that is gonna be our main seasoning for these pork chops. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cooking up. I thought so. I'm gonna be making it fried, so we're gonna have some fried pork chop. I don't know what Tessa's gonna have. She might just have one pork chop, because she's not really a fan of this. And then just for our 4th and final one, you want to have some garlic powder. Garlic powder really holds everything in. That's what makes it complete. That's why I put garlic powder in almost all my meats. It's really not gonna hurt. It's just garlic crushed up into powder. Put these back on. So I wrote this song to you. All right. Okay, what do you think I should cook with the pork chop?
Mashed potatoes.
I'm not cooking mashed potatoes.
Don't we have mashed potato packets?
Yeah, I'm not cooking it though.
Why?
Because I'm cooking my famous rice.
Then why would you ask me?
Because I thought you were going to say rice. Because normally whenever I cook dinner, I always cook rice.
I was just thinking.
Okay, but that's also over at the other house where I do that. So I guess you wouldn't really know what I really cook up for dinner here. Give me a vegetable: green beans, carrots, or
Broccoli.
Okay, that's what I was gonna say. Whenever we're cooking, we're gonna use this to cover it up, so then it's not as bad as the grease comes up. All right, let me get a bowl. Now, because of my allergy to gluten, I always use gluten-free flour, which I still don't know how to make, but I don't know, I'm not psychic, I don't know. Let me finish up this pack first, so then we can actually get it going. It's literally just a tiny bit left. Here, exactly, airline thing. And there goes the pork chops. We'll rub them together, so then I can get them really seasoned well. This is just not milk thing. I'm a strong guy. These are just really hard to open.
Yeah.
All right, come over here and open it then.
What's the joke?
Exactly. She's gonna be out for another 2 hours, which gets the table setting perfectly. All right, perfect, kind of, yeah, perfect. And then we're gonna put the rest in here. Why so much? Because you want to make sure that you have enough flour for every piece of pork chop. And what I also do, that I recently started doing with meats, is Creole seasoning. You know, you don't want to put too many because spice really carries the Creole. Preferably, I get Tony's, but you can get any type, and that should be enough. Like I said, since we already got a lot of seasoning in there, just a tiny bit of Tony's, and then you want to put it up. Now, I've always liked to cook ever since I was a jit, so all right. Let me close this up and put this back up. Now we move over here to the rice. I'm good with rice. I don't know what it is. I just make the best rice in the family. It's not too sticky. It's just perfect. Got everything that we need. For my family, normally if I'm cooking rice, I make 3 cups of it. But because Mike is in Houston right now, I'm probably just gonna do like 2, maybe 2.5. Really all just depends on what Tessa eats tonight. And I hope that they don't go out and I just cook all this for nothing. So just for safety, I'm just gonna do 2.25. Boom. Now since we got that, I already washed out the bowl before I did anything, which is great to do. Now you want to sprinkle just a little bit of salt. We use sea salt because iodized isn't really good for you and everything. And then we want to use this olive oil, not too much, but just to like give it a tiny bit more taste to the rice, and also to make sure that it doesn't stick. So you just want to do it against the sides, just a tiny bit. Boom, perfect. Maybe just do a tiny bit in the middle. Too much of this will really break the rice dish, so you don't want to go too crazy with it. Obviously mix it up with each other, and the rest is going to stick to you because of the olive oil, which is perfectly fine. Just get most of it as you can off, then put it in the sink to let it wash off. And then it doesn't matter whether you have hot or cold water. Whenever you're doing 2 cups of rice, what I do is fill up 3 cups. So then like it really has room to expand. And it's always worked for me, so if it don't work for you, I don't know what you're doing wrong. go. And then you want to just put a tiny bit more salt back up there. Boom, that segment's done. You really want to do the vegetables toward the end because that's the quickest to cook. And then rice will be second and the meat is obviously third. I'm starting this, I wanted to start around 5, but I started obviously around 15 minutes ago, right before I started recording. So let me put this over here because this is where I cook the rice. We want to have it really close to the stove. Leave it unplugged. Boom. And then I will be back in a second. Let me get another bowl to where we can put the finished pork in here. So then we can put it up here. When it's down here, you want to rub it in, make sure that it's all perfect. Put it in here. Doesn't have to be too much flour. This is perfect. We're gonna put it in there and keep on going. This is perfectly seasoned. Throw it in here, flip it, rub it in just a tiny bit, make sure that there's flour on it. Perfect. You want to do that with all your meat. Because you want to make sure every bit of it gets fried if that's what you're making, fried meat. When I was younger, I always liked to be in the kitchen with my grandma and my mom. So cooking has just been really instant. Every time when I was at my great grandma's, we'd always make sure that we cook something. Even now, I always like to be in the kitchen. Randomly, I'll just get up, start baking. And it's perfect to me because that's what I like to do. Okay, this one's a bigger piece, so make sure that's all seasoned up. Make sure it's all in here. Oh, I think I checked the bag before I put it in there because that could have been terribly bad for frying it. I want to make sure it still has quite a bit of flour. Oh, keep on getting all over my shirt. Thankfully, it's the end of school day, so I'll take a shower later. Perfectly floured up. And toward the end, you want to try to get all the seasoning that's in the sink up with it. And just rub it all in. To me, I feel like the Tony's makes it more complete with the flavor and the spice in your mouth. But that's just me, I guess. Oh, my whole shirt. And then boom, last piece. Okay. I'm gonna keep that off to the side just in case I need it for later. I'm gonna wash my hands. Let's get started. That's a whole lot of butter. Ooh, look at that. Always use Dawn. Not too much, I feel like there's way too much there, but we're gonna be good. Ooh. right. You're gonna wash out the sink. Oh, that's not good. The hot water with the meat is in the sink. Want to make sure that none of the pork residue is left in there because poultry is bad. Now we're gonna come over here. This is where I'm gonna have to turn on this light since we're gonna start cooking. This would also be the time for me to plug up the rice cooker. Cook. Normally it takes about half an hour to cook, which is perfect. We're gonna get a plate, set off to the side so whenever the pork chop is done, I'll pick it up with a fork, put it up. Now, searching for these frozen broccolis, and I don't think there's any in here, which means that we might just have to resort to carrots and or green beans. And I'm not sure we have any remaining leftover carrots. It would have been there. No, we do not. Nope. Making a mess in here, jeez. Thankfully, since vegetables cook like that, I'm safe. Got the rice cooking, got the meat right here, got the oil heating up. I'll be back at it whenever we first put the pork chop in here. Yeah, the news. Fox 35 at 5 p.m. Yep, it's right there. It's bad that I know this off the top of my head. Anyways, my mom just texted, was checking up on us, told her we're good. She did tell me that we have no vegetables, but Walmart delivery is going to be here in a second. And, well, not in a second, obviously, but soon, and we will get that. I'm recording this for my mother, stupid. I told you not to come over here. I even told you that I was recording this for my mom.
I thought you were talking to me, so I was confused.
I was talking to you and the camera. I can't with this kid sometimes. I can't wait to shave tonight, too. It is starting to boil. Barely, but you can see the bubbles fill over top of it. You can start to hear it warming up. I will get some tongs just so then I don't burn myself trying to put the pork chops in. If I'm not mistaken, it's going to be in this drawer. And we have 2. Yeah. We had 3, but this one, since it's the tinier one somehow, this is what I'll use. If I found a smaller one to this, then I guess I could use that. What in the world? Insane. Alright, maybe we just have those big tongs. Okay, it's starting to boil. So now this is where this should, because you're trying not to burn yourself. But you gotta make sure it goes in. So oh yeah, you hear the sizzle on that. That's the thing of beauty right there. We can put another one in there too. Perfect. Alright. Oh my god. We like to put this protector over so then the grease doesn't pop out. Instead of it being like big drops of it, if any even comes out, it'll just be a tiny, tiny bit. And whenever the bubbles do rise, whenever it's cooking the meat, it would just come up and then sink back down. Come up and overfill and then come back down. I do this too much, so kind of I need a break soon. First batch down. 3, maybe 4 more to go. I got hitting the button now. Earbud would stop recording, but it obviously doesn't. It continues to play the music, so I'm just gonna. Okay. So you want to wash these things really, really good. But obviously you can't get all the blood out, and that's okay. Because there's going to be some blood deeper into the meat that you just can't get even whenever you are cooking. Also, I got my own mistake here. Whenever you turn on the stove, you want to have it at high to start off. But then, right as you put it in, you want to lower it down to like medium or low, or somewhere in between. So at the moment I have mine sitting at I'm gonna do 2.5. I think that's perfect. Yeah. For now, let me show you that what I'm talking about with the blood coming up. Like I said, it's not gonna happen. Oh, that's beautiful. And turn this side over. And make sure it doesn't leave a splash, because as soon as it splash, you might be cooked. And those are perfect. Let me try to get y'all on this before I have to turn it on. Yeah, look at that. That's just beautiful. Let me put these back on. Make sure I don't get burned. Because as soon as I get burned, I ain't going to school tomorrow. And this is being filmed on the 25th of September, by the way. Just if you wanted to know. The rice, something like that. It's not boiled yet. Granted, it's only been about 10 minutes. And more delivery. I'm still on my tippy toes. Has not came, which is okay. Because we're going to get it. And I'll be back whenever we take the first ones out, or the one deliveries here, or that starts to boil. This is crazy. And then take the first one out. Cut that. It's not too shabby. I'm about to take the second one out. I'm starting to think that I should do 3 at a time. The rice is boiling. It looks pretty good. These first 2 really weren't gonna get fried. This is why I'm pulling the plug on them. But these two and currently about to be third do have a chance to be really good. I'm gonna have to re-batter the ones that are currently in here because they're not gonna do that good. If I look over here, okay, that one's time to flip. You don't want it too fried because that's obviously a health hazard. But hey, we ball boys. You have to say for me, or you have to say for me. You have to say you're mine, honey. I can adore you, just let me adore you, honey. Let me stop this. Okay, about half an hour later, we have just one more remaining clear kitchen. Finally done. Rice. Look at that. It's beautiful. Beautiful. So, I think I did a pretty good job. No Walmart delivery. It's kind of weird. I mean, y'all can see nothing out here. So, I don't know where it could be. There's no playing right now. We're doing Thinking Out Loud by Ed Sheeran. It's such a good song. It's just beautiful. Ed Sheeran is a great pop star. I really like his influence, he's one of my favorite artists of all time concerns. So, and just listening to all the music I've been listening to all day, that one sticks out like a sore thumb, for me at least. Let me check this piece of pork real quick. Oh, guys, a crispy one. Oh yeah, that's almost done. That's beautiful. I'm gonna give it another minute on here. I don't know why this is on like popping. It gets all the way up, goes to put pressure and then it just releases. I don't know what it is. It's been doing that all day. I really hope something's not happening to me and my body's starting to just die, because that would be very unfortunate. Knock on wood, of course, but it's weird what my body's doing right now. So, Thursday night football, what is it? I don't think it's Jets and Dolphins. I think that's Monday night. But who knows? It's been a minute, so you don't want to take it off your fingers. That's a good one. What's that? Look at that. Perfect. I'm gonna marinate this last one with some flour. Put that right on top. I forgot about Shawn Mendes. Ooh. And the last one is on. Curry. Alright. Get this situated and I'll be back. One more deliveries here. Fixing some peas. Pork chops, you've seen the rice. I'm just ready for them to get all this stuff. This is for my foot. All these. Of peas. I don't know, just in case. If I should make another one, so I guess I mean, that's good for leftovers. We gotta worry about cooking for a certain date. Pull up and pull out. Something that Nick Cannon doesn't know how to do. Uncalled for? Probably, but look at the outcome. He has 12 kids. That's kind of insane. Especially since he did an interview and he didn't even remember 2 of their names. If you're having that many kids, so you can't even remember names, I definitely should have just done one. But like I said, if you're having that many kids to where you can't even remember names, that's probably too many free. There we go. It's kind of smoky in here, if you can't tell. I'm gonna turn it back on this light right here because I'm done with the meat. But my mom hates peas. I forgot. I should have just done one. So it could have been worse. Put this on the stove now. Obviously, that's not done cooling down, but I'm just gonna use the other burner. And I'm gonna show you how the plate looks whenever they get home and we're ready to eat.